Malachi! Just a few more questions, Mr. Blackstone.
Anything I can do to help?
Because we're having a hard time understanding how this crisis came to its present resolution.
Right. Well, I'll go over it again, but it happened really fast.
Whoa! Move! Let's go!
I said move!
Back up!
No.
Back up!
I was referring to the actual succession process itself. I thought we were all agreed, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong here, Malachi was supposed to replace Willard Cates.
That's right.
So? What happened?
Health problems. He had a weak heart.
Well, according to our information, Malachi had a pitchfork shoved clean through his upper torso, puncturing both his lungs and, severing his spinal cord.
That's just about the worst thing you could do to someone with a bad heart.
Perhaps I'm being unclear. From our perspective, and even considering the abrupt change in candidates, it seems the process got completely out of hand.
Okay, maybe I wasn't being as attentive as I should have been. You know, I have almost $30,000 worth of stereo equipment at my house. It's beyond music. It's a sonic massage.
Mr. Blackstone. Mr. Blackstone. Mr. Blackstone, could you explain to us about John Kanan? What makes him so important?
Well, to tell you the truth, I thought he was a good idea at first, but I've been having a devil of a time trying to work him into the story lately.
Try.
Well, first you have to know about the sex part.
What's Ebola again from the state police?
Be on the lookout for.
I can't get it to print.
Sex part?
Yep.
Here, let me take a whack at it for you.
When you lose a leader, it's normal. The whole pack goes kind of hormonal.
Thanks. They're, sending a JPEG attachment. It's probably a photograph. These things take a few seconds to download.
Will that feel good?
Yeah. Molly, you know your hands are burning up. What do you got there, a fever or something?
No, it's just me. My temperature this time of year around a few degrees hot.
So, I'm gonna go over to the rendezvous and check out if anybody matching this description has checked in the last couple of days. Okay, yeah.
Hurry back.
Yes, sir. They were an odd pair of bank robbers. Brothers, as it turns out. Adam and Eddie. Wandering in, looking for a room and a chance to renew their dying romance.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought you said they were brothers.
Did I?
Adam and Eddie O'Hara. They have the same last name.
Oh, yes, you're right. They were brothers. But they were also lovers.
Wait, brothers and lovers?
Sordid but true. It all started one night in a backwoods cabin in Idaho.
Mr. Blackstone, I'm concerned. Somehow, despite numerous attempts, I haven't been able to express to you exactly how much we need you to hone in on what went wrong with the process
Process?
of replacing Willard Cates. This voting business is new, I'm told.
We thought we'd give democracy a shot. And if it didn't work, we could always go back to the last act in Hamlet.
Well, Mr. Blackstone, there is some question as to whether or not it did indeed work. That is essentially why we're here.
Oh, in that case, we should take a hard look at the axis, the fulcrum, the pivot on which the crisis turned.
Okay, all right. Let's hone in on that.
You want Luke Cates.
You know people in Seattle, right?
What's going on? Luke.
Don't you have any family, relatives, anything there?
Yeah, I have an uncle on my mother's side and some cousins. Why?
Okay, listen. I'm being watched, okay? There's something going down here tonight, and I have to get out of here real fast, like immediately.
You're talking about running?
Do you have any idea what's going on in here tonight?
They're choosing a new board of directors for the brewery.
No, Sophia, it's a lot heavier than that. Listen, you run the brewery in this town, you run the entire pack, okay? I have a car waiting in the back just in case.
Luke, I don't...
Shh, please. Do you remember McNeeson's history class last year? Well, what's the first thing that the Ottoman emperor did when he ascended to the throne?
He executed all his brothers.
It's the same deal. You think the new boss is going to want the son of the old boss running around town? Getting bigger, getting stronger.
Hey, Luke, Mr. Creed would like a moment of your time.
Perhaps we should pause for a minute and discuss the definition of the word hone.
Wait, you'll miss the juicy bit. Yes, Luke's fate was on everybody's mind that night and set off an unprecedented chain of events.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold it right there. It's hard for me to imagine that V. Cates, intent on protecting her family's last male heir, would so distract herself by engaging in public sex. That didn't really happen, did it, Mr. Blackstone?
Well, no. I just sensed a lull in the room and I just...
You know, I'm going to assume that there's going to be something salient at the end of this little dog leg. I'm also going to assume there will be no more embellishments.
Well, without embellishments, it's not storytelling, it's just news.
Good, right, exactly. Give us the news. And, minus the accordion, if you don't mind.
Oh, all right. But the real conversation wasn't nearly as much fun.
Who sprang for the vow of Clicquot?
All in the name of a more civilized evening.
It's working so far.
Well, if that's important to you, why not erase all possibility of mischief?
Well, how would I do that?
Look around you. Everyone's watching, waiting. All of your friends are here. Give them the leader they want. The leader they should have had 16 years ago.
It's hard to be a leader when you've got nowhere to go.
There are lives at stake. My sons, for example.
And what do you think I'm doing here?
Make sure this evening's process is bloodless.
And what about tomorrow? Or the next day? Or the day after that?
I can't, Viv. You know I can't.
You have to.
There you are. Being your royal self.
Gerald, how nice to see you.
Spending too much time with the slug. You need to be with the real gentleman for a while.
I'm curious as to how someone like Gerald, a dark horse at best, could become such a serious contender.
What happened to Stokes? Wasn't he up there on the list?